I just finished reading the patch notes for Path of Exile 2, the Dawn of the Hunt update that's coming out. And my god, we have a ton of buffs and nerfs going on here. My god, the Huntress looks like she's going to be a badass. Right? Bleed builds definitely going to be viable. Bad news though, for any of my heavy mana builds out there, you might want to switch it up because it got nerfed. All right, got nerfed into the ground. But without further ado, of course, we're going to start this off with the brand new class, the Huntress. This fierce new edition comes with two distinct ascendancy paths, the Amazon and the Ritualist. We're going to be breaking down what makes her the new hotness. The base class mechanics, basically, she's able to specialize in spear-based combat, allowing for both melee and ranged attacks. She uses mobility skills to weave in and out of combat, rewarding an aggressive yet tactical playstyle. She's synergized with critical strikes, evasion, and elemental damage, depending on the chosen ascendancy that you go with. The Amazon ascendancy specifically focuses on long range precision and AoE damage, and gains unique skills like the Javelin Storm, which rains down spears on enemies, and special passive buffs that increase piercing capabilities and the projectile speeds. The Ritualist ascendancy, though, specializes in summoning spectral spears that hover and attack enemies automatically. Utilizes a curse and damage over time synergy, making her a hybrid caster melee threat. She gains the ability to mark enemies, causing attacks to deal increased damage over time. Yeah, like I said, we're doing a quick rundown of the format of all the patch notes. This isn't everything. I'm going to be making more videos. So if you guys are interested in Path of Exile 2 content, please drop a subscription, hit the subscribe button for me right now, and hit the like on this video to see more of my videos. All right, moving on to the new ascendancies. All right, because the Huntress isn't the only one that got some love. Okay, we got the Smith of Katava, the new warrior ascendancy. Okay, this new ascendancy is going to allow players to forge weapons in mid combat, and you'll be able to alter your weapon stats like dramatically. You'll be able to gain buffs from sacrificing armor durability, rewarding an aggressive playstyle. This is looking good. I'm really enjoying that. I'm gonna probably gonna be making a warrior, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Tactician up next, right? Mercenary Ascendancy specializes in buffed based combat, granting allies power bonuses. Can deploy combat banners and apply auras or debuffs in specific zones. Can't wait to see how that works out. The next up is another one of my notable favorites here, the Lich. The new Witch Ascendancy, all right? The Witch is one of my favorite classes, okay? The new Lich Ascendancy is going to be focusing on dark magic, curses, and life leech. It's going to gain the ability to consume corpses for buffs. GGG cooked, man, with these new Ascendancies. I'm glad that they brought these out. The Smith of Katava sounds interesting. I love that idea for the warrior. The new Lich Ascendancy sounds amazing. The Huntress class is looking like it, dude. These are really cool. This is really great. All right. Now let's talk about the new skills, support gems, and passive skill tree changes. All right. Because of course, what's a new league without some fresh skills and items to hoard, right? Let's see what they've been cooking in the kitchen. First off, we're starting with new skills. There's 25 fucking new skills, guys. New elemental infusion skills like Storm Javelin and Blazing Puncture, revamp trap and mine mechanics, improving synergy and mobility skills. Like I said, I'm not going to be touching on every single skill. We're just doing some key points touching here and there. I'm just going to tell you right now, really good, cool stuff is coming, man. This patch is one of their best, in my opinion. It's actually really good for the health of the game, in my opinion, all these new changes. We have 100 plus new support gems coming, guys. Some of these are going to enhance both melee and ranged spear mechanics. Some will allow you to create a new chain of effects for projectiles. Some are going to allow you to summon based buffs for ritualist players. There's a lot going on here. A lot of different new build capabilities are going to be had. Passive skill tree changes, tons of those. They overhaul dexterity based nodes to introduce better scaling for the spear and the thrown weapons. They added new keystones that allow hybrid builds between physical and elemental damage. Several existing notable nodes have been reworked to include conditional damage boosts, encouraging more diverse builds. Like I said, we're going to see a plethora of different types of builds coming out of the wazoo here with all these different changes. Moving on to the end game content. Like I said, we're not touching on everything, but just some notable things. There is 8 new end game maps, each with unique environmental hazards and new boss mechanics. New tier based progression mechanics, making them replayable with increasing difficulties. There's 4 unique strong boxes. These are basically loot pinatas that come with hidden traps, ambushes, or buffed rewards. And 12 rogue exiles. These are new AI controlled exiles that use player like builds and have their own unique loot tables. These guys sound like it's going to be really fun to fight, or maybe a headache. I'm not too sure which one it is yet, but just from the gameplay that they showed, it looks really fun. And I'm glad that they're kind of introducing this. Now let's talk about a little bit of the monetization updates that are coming. GGG has also made some updates and changes to the monetization system, and there's new cosmetics. Right, they're implementing old cosmetics from PoE1. You'll be able to gain those. The introduction of the huntress themed armor sets and weapon skins are here as well. Obviously, with the new class, they're going to be introducing new stuff for that character, new skill effect variants for the several abilities, and there's additional pet companions and obviously some hideout decorations that will be available to you guys. The updated loot box system, so the Asmerian Warden mystery box, right, features like exclusive gear sets and limited edition effect, improved transparency regarding drop rates and duplicate protection. So they've done a lot of changes to that stuff. Good things in my opinion. Moving on, bug fixes and quality of life improvements. While they're adding all this stuff, they're out here, fixing some of the long-standing issues that they've had with the game since launching into early access. Some of those being performance improvements, optimizing the game engine to be smoother for frame rates and reduce lag spikes. They've got fixed memory. They fixed a few memory leaks and asset streaming issues. Bug fixes. They've resolved an issue where certain boss mechanics could desync. Fix invisible projectiles bug that affected some range skills. And they've improved the UI responsiveness in the trading and crafting system. They've also adjusted where some of the crafting stations are to prevent a little bit of misclicking. Socketable items and Twilight Reliquary. Customizable socket items, special foil versions of unique gear. I mean, they had me at loot, to be honest. Let's be straight. New items, cool. All right, let's do it. In conclusion, Dawn of the Hunt's looking great, man. It's gonna be a brand new class. We got insane loot, rework monetization, much needed bug fixes, a bunch of new ascendancies to try out, brand new builds that are just going to be out of this world, right? Let me know in the comments below what you think about all these really awesome patch notes. I'm going to be posting a way longer video covering the entirety of the patch notes. It's massive. So we're going to be doing that, but we're also going to be breaking it down. So if you guys like Path of Exile 2 content, make sure to like and subscribe. And Exiles, I will see you in my next video.